To start, I'm going to prep the chicken. I like to buy the big pack of chicken from Winco. And I buy a big pack like this, I to cut the fat off, and then I cut them in half. Just so that the next time I need chicken, I can just pull it out of the freezer, and then it's pretty much ready to go. And then cut it in half. I'm just going to place my palm on top and my knife horizontally, and I'm just going to gently saw it in half and go down. I'm going to do this for the rest of the pack. Another good thing to know, if you have dogs, the packs of meat that have the absorbent material on the inside of the pack, they are non-toxic to dogs because they've had so many dogs get into them in the trash. Which is what I've had happen, so that's why I know that. Going to set aside the ones I'm going to use, and that's how I prep my chicken. Now that my chicken is ready, I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm also going to prepare my baking pan. I'm going to do aluminum foil today. I'm just going to put some oil on it. You can also use non-stick spray. Now I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to prepare the pasta. Then don't forget to salt the water. And I'm going to season the chicken. Seasoning salt, pepper, and some paprika. I'm going to be using breadcrumbs, so I'm not going to go overboard with anything. I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to season the other side. You can also do Italian seasoning. The breadcrumbs I'm going to use are Italian seasoning. And I'm just going to do the breadcrumbs. What I like to do to make this a little bit easier is to do it directly on the pan, and then I'll do the chicken with it. Today I'm not using an egg wash, just to make things go a little bit faster. And I'm just going to press this in. I'm going to flip it over and press it into this side. I'm going to top these with a little bit of Parmesan. I will go and flip these partway through. I'm going to see if I can get this to get a little crispy. Now I'm just going to set this aside. Now we just wait for the water to boil. I'm trying to time it so that my noodles will go in the water about the same time that the chicken goes in the oven. This way everything will stay hot and it'll all finish around the same time. You can use any other kind of pasta, just follow the cooking instructions on the box. The pasta sauce I'm using today is a homemade recipe, which I'll do a video on another time. You can use any of your favorite pasta sauces. This is what I have today, so that's what I'm going to use. And it'll take approximately 24 ounces, just whatever jar you have. And really, let's be honest, it depends just on how much noodle you're making and how much chicken. So kind of whatever works best for you. The water is finally boiling, so I'm going to add my pasta. Now the chicken can go in. I'm going to check and flip the chicken in about 8 to 10 minutes. The cuts I was using today are pretty thin, so they shouldn't take very long to cook. My pasta's only got a couple minutes left, so I'm just going to check it. I'm going to check the chicken, and chicken needs to be at 165. Well, the skinnier one is already done. Okay, well, that kind of sucks, huh? Still wanting to flip it over, so I'm gonna flip it. I don't give a flip. Flip that chicken. And on this side, I'm going to top it with more Parmesan and some mozzarella. If you don't have Parmesan or mozzarella, really any cheese will work. Oh man, got one that wasn't cut enough. And yes, I know, not supposed to use pre-shredded cheese. I get it. At the same time, I was doing a quick and easy dinner tonight, so I'm good if it's pre-shredded. Sometimes the convenience makes it nice. And on this thinner one, I'm just really going to put it in long enough to melt the cheese into, I'd say overall I used a half cup between both chicken cut of mozzarella, like a quarter cup total of Parmesan. Turn my stove off. My sauce came straight from the freezer today. Guess who didn't set a timer for that chicken? Me. I did not set a timer for it. So I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to check it again. See if it is done. Okay, the bigger one still needs time. The skinnier one is definitely done. So I'm going to take that one off. And I'll put the other one back in. Usually I would stick this on a cutting board for cutting it, and yeah, doing the crusty cheese didn't work the way I wanted it to. Just got stuck to my thing. Shouldn't have done that, huh? I'll just put it on top of it. Guess this episode is definitely not an aesthetic one, but I'll set a timer. I think I'll give it 5 minutes. In the meantime, while we wait for that and while we wait for this to cool, I'm going to put the salad together. And I'm going to get some broccoli steamed. Well, doing some frozen broccoli. I'm gonna steam this. Gonna put the broccoli in for 3 minutes to start. And in the meantime, I'm going to prep the salad. I like my salads chopped just because I don't like the huge leaves in it. Doesn't have to be super fine. Just don't like the huge pieces like that. That's good enough. And this one was just the iceberg garden blend. I don't really like iceberg lettuce a whole lot, but to make up for it being iceberg lettuce, I've got this big bag of spinach. So I'm going to do a balsamic. One of the ways that makes it a little bit easier, kind of roll it together. Kind of works better when you have more. Roughly chopping it, I did 1.5 cups of the iceberg lettuce. This is probably 1.5 cups of spinach. Mix this up real quick. Some salt and pepper to it. I'm just going to do a little bit, just to season it. See, I'm going to do some almonds. I'm going to cut up some apricots. I have 10 dried apricots. Set those aside. I'm just going to roughly chop them. Whatever other salad mixings you like cucumber, peppers. I have some roasted pepitas. So I'm just going to put some of those in. This is maybe like a tablespoon or 2. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next time.